Hi everyone, Sully here from Black Ops Toys, coming at you today with another part of this build of the Operation Red Wings figure. This is the Corpsman, or Marky Mark, who plays Marcus Luttrell in the movie Lone Survivor. Today I'm going to be doing the hands and the gloves. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the hands, just like that. And these pegs do pop out and they're all interchangeable. You can see it's just holes. Now, some manufacturers will have super cheap pegs and they'll break. We'll do a video on how to drill some stuff out and replace some stuff at a later time, but that does happen. Now, these hands all have little wires inside, okay? And they're all movable and posable. So if you're number 1 in somebody's book, you can put number 1. If you're number 2, you can put number 2, okay? You can also grip a weapon or whatever you want to carry. Now I'm going to be using these cloth gloves, and these were they came with the actual figure itself. And cloth gloves are awesome. Once you get them on and you get them done right, they're freaking amazing. I can tell you that from personal experience, they are a real pain in the dumper, which they're really hard to do. But once you do it, it takes some time. Once you do it, though, it really makes the figure. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, and you can see that I have holes or fingers in the glove, and I'm just going to test that real quick. I want something that's a little bit dull, so use these guys. I'm just going to test the fingers and make sure that there's no strings inside. Yep, that's good. 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 Okay. So I want to make sure that we get the thumb in the right spot. So I think that is your, this should be your left hand. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. It does have Velcro on the back. It doesn't do much as far as the Velcro on the back goes, but I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of squish this down a tiny bit, or kind of cup it. So you can see I'm pushing the thumb in. And then we're just going to nice and easily, yeah, it's tagged down. So I have these things in real life, but the tag goes down. So that's how you know which hand to do. And the writing goes on top. And we're just going to nicely stretch and hum and stretch and hum. If you have a favorite song, basically I'm just bending the fingers down, that you like to sing when you put gloves on hands like this, please leave that in the comments below. I'd like to know. All right. We're just going to stretch. All right. Got it over the thumb. That's the hardest part. You don't want to tear it, so just be careful. I'm using the pliers just to give me a little bit more leverage. Okay. Now I'm going to try to bend the thumb back a little bit, and we should be able to spread the fingers out. And I'm just doing this all by feel. Clearly I can't see a damn thing. You can see him start to take shape though. Just working on each finger. Spreading them out. All right. Once you think you have it and you try to push everything in at the same time, it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, hoot nanny, who's your daddy? Look at that. So if I were doing this for a customer, I'd charge probably a solid hour just to do these right. What I'm doing is just coming down with my tweezers and I'm just pushing down between the fingers. I'm trying to get the ends to look right. So there we go. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. I'll put this peg back in. Actually, let's just see what this looks like here. All right. Pop. Yeah, that looks really good. I'll grab that. Looks awesome. Really makes the figure. Super cool. All right, so let's do the other one. Okay. Same type of deal. Just gonna kind of fold. The key is to get that thumb and that knuckle inside. Okay. Let's check. Same process. I'm just gonna keep my tweezers together. I'm gonna go in lightly. I'm just gonna poke. Just making the guide so the fingers slip in easy. There we go. All right. We're ready to start. Okay. Again, you don't want to rip these, but I'm just going to use this so I can apply a little bit more pressure. In case you can't hear, I'm grunting. All you, what is it, SMRs?
ASMR.
ASMR. All right. There we go. All right, so we're in. Now, spread the fingers. All right. So in case you haven't heard, I've dropped a couple hints, and we're going to be starting a Patreon. And if you like builds like this and you want to see more of them, you'll be able to subscribe there. And we'll have some different tiers. We haven't decided everything yet, but we're going to be doing this so that I can do more builds, since they do take so much time. And you guys will have access to all of that content if you're a Patreon member. So that is coming. But you'll be able to see me doing this a lot more, which is really helpful and very therapeutic. So, all right. So I got the fingers in. Just going to take this. I'm going to deep dive right there in between the fingers. Okay. Pull on the back. Alright. That looks pretty darn good. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and pop this peg back in. Boom. There, look at that. And then, while I'm over here, since he is right-handed, or actually he's left-handed. Yeah. So he's left-handed in this. So we're going to put the watch on the right hand. And I'm just going to take the watch, make sure that the numbers are correct and the right side up. And I'm just going to throw this on here. And the watch this is all movable and extendable. So I'm just going to put it on his wrist before I throw the glove on. You don't have to put the watch on unless you want to, because most likely you won't see it. But just in case, I want to use all the parts I can. All right, I'm going to throw this right here on just like that. Okay, we are getting closer. But you can see the hands. They look pretty dope. All right, so I'm getting ready for final fitment with everything that we've done so far. So I'm actually going to, I noticed that you can see he's a little bit baggy down here. So I'm actually going to do what's called a body buildup real quick. And body buildup means that I go in with foam tape, or I can use something that I pre-bought from the website. That's just a loose piece that will actually bulk it up a little bit. So when you put everything together, it looks more like a human being instead of a stick figure. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now because I'm getting close to the final production. So just going to open this up. I want to build up the legs a little bit and then the stomach area. Okay. And then again, it's all personal preference. You can do whatever you want, but this is just me doing me. So now these have snaps just like the real thing. You got a button inside, and you got a button here, and then you got a belt. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these shoes off real quick. I just punched my wife in the vag.
It was higher than that. You got me in the lower belly region.
So these are peg type boots. You always want to be a little bit careful with them. I obviously manhandled them and popped them off. The feet are still in there. But I'm just going to go ahead and take these off real quick. You can see that they've already done the inside of the leg. I'm just going to do the outside of the leg and maybe the front of the leg a little bit. Okay. So this is foam tape. Foam tape is literally sticky tape, and it's foam. So you can sticky on one side, typically not on the other. I don't have any around me right now. So this is double-sided foam tape, but I'm not going to take the sticker off the back here. But this side is sticky, okay? And essentially, there is no rhyme or reason for this, but I'm just going to get a couple pieces that are the same size. And there's no reason that I'm cutting it any length per se. When the clothes are on, that's all that matters when you see the final product. Oh. You can see how I'm just building it up just like they did here. And do the same thing over here. I'm just going to go all the way up there. All the way up there. Now when you put the pants on, they'll be bulked out on the side. Going to do a piece right here in the middle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just have to fill it out. And then this is something that I bought from the website, that I took off my own website. And this is just a stomach pad. So essentially it's just fabric. It's just going to bulk it up a little tiny bit, and it's got some Velcro on there. So typically when we take figures apart, you can buy padding on the website that already comes with figures. So it's prefab essentially. This is just going to make everything look better, in my opinion. Again, you don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it. There we go. Makes them look a little bit thicker. And I'm just eyeballing it right now. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm gonna do a tiny bit on the front. I'm just following the seam. There we go. I love it. Holiday colors. Perfect. Okay, now again, you don't see this underneath the, once you put everything on, but let's go ahead and see how this looks now. How to do a test fit. I'm going to utilize this foam tape right here, and I'm going to actually take out the other side of this as well for the stomach, just so it holds that pad in place. Right around the middle. There we go. Can't see it under there, which is good. I'm going to take my end of my tweezers, the other end, and I'm just going to tuck the shirt. Kind of just go around just like you would when you put on your own belt. That looks good. Go ahead and close these. You see the buttons. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to close the belt. This is a metal buckle also, so that's really nice. It's a rigger's belt. Back through. This is just Velcro. Looks thicker, which is good. That's what I wanted. You can see his legs are a little bit thicked out, which is nice. We still want to be able to articulate. Now we're going to go ahead and throw the boots back on. And I'm just going to take this. I'm going to throw down here. Oh, man, that's tight. So if you're worried, if you say pull the peg insert out, which is this guy right here, you can always sticky that as well if you want to. And then my little lace trick, I want to take these. You don't have to tie these, by the way, if you don't want to. In fact, let's just not tie them. What I'm going to do is do my trick. We're going to hide these things. So I'm going to go like this and just twist. I'm going to grab with my tweezers and I'm going to tuck. Now this does two things. The tucking hides everything, but it also means the laces won't come undone. So look at that, man. Professional. I'm going to charge you $5 million for that piece of advice. A lot of people get super frustrated because they're trying to tie this and it doesn't look right. I don't ever tie things. Just FYI. You don't see them. Go ahead and take this. Oh. The tongue slips down, you can pull the tongue up. But these boots are just like the real thing. They have a tongue and they have laces. Twist. Twist them together. If you wanted to cut them shorter, you could. Just make sure that you use a lighter so the end's secure and doesn't fray. But I just like to roll and stuff. I'm going to patent that roll and stuff method. All right. Bam. Look at that. Not too bad. Yeah, there we go. Looking better. Now these are pant ties, and they will come out, so I want them a little bit tight. But again, we're going to do the same type of deal. We're just going to cross that. I'm going to leave a little bit of room there. And now these right here won't necessarily tuck, but when they come undone, they'll be way up there and you won't even see them. Just like that. Okay. I'll do this side for shits and giggles. That's looking good. Looking really good. All right. Now, I think we're ready for the final assembly. All right. So in this next video, we're going to put everything together a couple different ways. We'll do them helmet on, helmet off, throw the hat on, throw the shemagh on, and then start final fit for all the gear and stuff. So if you like stuff like this and you want to see more of it, make sure that you smash that subscribe button and ring that bell to be notified of new and extremely cool content. Like this guy.